Hi, this is Robin Sampson with BibleJournalLove.com and HeartOfWisdom.com. In this video, you will see how I create a mixed media Bible journaling page, also called art journaling. I did another video that you should watch defining what mixed media and art journaling are, so please watch it also. In that video, I show several mixed media pages and dissect them, showing the individual parts that created the page. This video, I'm showing you a page from beginning to end. Let's get started. First, I want to show you the kits that I'm using to make this page. So I need to explain to you the kits that I used. I made several mixed media bits kits so that you could, use different little bits in several different pages and recolor them. So that was bits. This is bits 1. Bits 2, you'll see I'll use a couple of these this time. And then I'm using the Art Play bundle, which I'll be putting in the store right after this video. And you can see the backgrounds. Let me get a bigger one for you. There's the backgrounds. And then another picture of the back that I Bible journaled with the kits that I just showed you. And I also use this washi tape down here. Everything in this page was done on the bits 1, 2, or the art play, including the verse. But I did add the sloth washi tape because it went so well with the orange. So I use that down here. And then this is another kit that I used. I also used the sloth washi tape. So I put all those things in one folder, and Lingo is what I use, but you could put it in any folder. And you can see there's the pages I did, the backgrounds, the previews, the bits, the elements, the overlays that we're going to use in just a minute. And let's start with a background. I'm going to use this one. And then this page is 12 by 12, and I want to make it 10 by 10, 300 dots per inch, because that's the size of my photo album. All digital kit pages are 12 by 12 because that's the typical size of a 12 by 12 paper that you would purchase in the store. But you cannot print out a 12 by 12 at home. You'd have to go to a printer. So I make my pages 12 by 12 for those who want a 12 by 12, but you can easily take it down to 10 by 10 and print it on your 8.5 by 11 printer. And it makes a real nice page. So I'm going to delete all those previews. Get those out of the way. And we'll start with this page, and then we'll go into the painted overlays and put a couple of these. You could slide them over and just use part of them. And you could leave it like that, or you can add a bevel to make it look more like paint. Let me zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. You do not put drop shadows on paints like this, but you could put a little bit of a bevel, or you can use your overlays to change it to multiply. Some of the paint will show through, or put it on overlay. Gives it a whole different look on your page. Soft light. Hard mix. Color. And luminosity. And you never really know exactly what these are going to do. So I like the look of the multiply. You can bring down the opacity, but I like it like that. I like the paint showing through, and I'll get some more bits too. And what these paint bits do, paint overlays, is it kind of saves you a lot of time that you don't have to, because this must have about 7 different paint textures in it, and you don't have to mess with those. It's already done for you. So that can go on the edge. And then I'm going to take some gesso, which I didn't show you that I do sell this in the store. I'm going to put some in the middle. And this is already light enough that it's showing over. You can hit Control J to duplicate it to make it darker, or you can lower the opacity to make it lighter. I'm going to keep it dark. I'm going to group those until I get my verse on here. And I took a verse, I made 3 verses this morning, and I made a Bible. All these are things that I'm going through right now. I'll show you an example of, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Without going into what I'm going through, I needed this verse and I wanted to work on it. So when I put it here one line at a time and worked on it, it helped me get it into my heart. That's one verse. I didn't want to do that one right now. And another one is, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. And I made the rectangle in this to match this kit. And that's Psalms 107, 28 through 30. Lord, help. Then they cried in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He calmed the storm to a whisper and stilled the waves. And I need this verse this week. So I'm going to take this grouping of gesso and make it fit this verse. There we go. And now let's start decorating the page with some bits. I'm going to put a drop shadow on this butterfly. Now there's something that I need to do, is lock this layer so it doesn't roll around on me. And then I'm going to take all these and line them up. And I always like to put some typing or text in the background because I like the way that looks. We'll drag that down in layers and bring it down in the opacity. There we go. A doily, which I think I'm going to leave on a back layer. And then I'm going to look at some of my mixed media bits. Oh, I just love this hexagon. I've used it a dozen times already. And I love grids and things like that. This is one of my favorite. You'll see this little flower, botanical flower there a lot. Here's another grid. That just looks really neat sticking out of from underneath the gesso. And you just play. Another grid. Needs to go down underneath some of these paints. Not that far. And you can see, here's some bubble wrap. And I always use some black on every page because it just makes everything pop. Now you have a couple options. With the image here, I could leave it this color, or I could color the whole thing and make it a dark green. Let me get my color palette back out. Show you why I use it. I don't have anything red on this yet, so let's see what that would look like red. And of course I would have to add back in the words that disappeared there, but that's another option. But I'm going to leave it black. I prefer it being black. I like that look. And you know, I could actually stop right here. There's quite a bit on this page already. Of course, I really like the little girl. These are some paint overlays from the Sew and Grow kit, which also have quite a bit of green in them. So that would look okay there too. Even though it has some blue, I don't think I'm going to use it, but just to show you, you can use things from another kit. This is an overlay that has white on it. And you can use the overlay with black. So be sure to check out the other videos that have, when you do black, you try to do a touch of black in 3 areas that make a triangle. Here's one little set of black there, here's one here, and then I can do something over here. And of course the words are in black. But it's always good to have 3 places. It's to make it aesthetically pleasing. And another thing I put in here just to show you, I put these desert overlays in because now that you've seen how this works, you can see what happens when you put an overlay. I'm going to bring that to the very top. And this gives it a whole nother look. So see, there's the, let's look at it with and without this overlay. So you have a whole nother look, and I use these a lot. This is a good one here. And I stack them up and look at the different looks I get. That one's way too dark, so I'm going to lower the opacity, but you can see, and then you can look at it without the blue, with only the brown, and bring down the opacity, and look at that before and after. See, it gives it that little bit of an age look. Both of them give it another look. We have more almost a turquoise in the back. And then let's put this one on. Let's see what this does. Again, a whole nother look. So you play with it until you find the look that you like. I start with an overlay and then play and look. Sometimes I use one, sometimes I'll use all 4. I don't like that one at all, but I really like those. So this is where I'm at with this page, and I'll go ahead and finish it up. And maybe this will give you an idea of what you want to do with your page. So I hope this was a help. If it is, please like and follow my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the Bible Journal Love Facebook group. Bye-bye.